Hey, it's me, Absolute B, and I'm off work today. My grandparents went to the VA for my grandpa to pick up some medicine or something, and my cousins are at school, so there's not really going to be much for me to do, so I figured I'd talk about something new. I'm going to be talking about my girlfriend, Stacy. I have heard me mention her in the last video, and some people might be wondering more about her, so I just figured I'd tell you about her. I do love talking about her. I'll tell everyone about her. Starting to sound a little stalkerish. My grandparents just got home. I think I'll continue this in my room. As I was saying, we had originally met on Hot or Not. I'm sure you guys have heard of that app. And right away we became really good friends. I was actually with another girl at the time, and even if I had started getting feelings for Stacy, I wasn't gonna cheat on her. Later on, me and her had broken up for a completely different reason. So I ended up telling Stacy how I felt about her, and turned out she felt the same way about me. On February 18th, 2014, I started dating Stacy. Keep in mind though that we were long distance even then, and we still are, because she lives 9 hours away from me in Texas while I live in Arkansas. I didn't mind it though. The garbage people are stealing our trash. Sorry, I'm easily distracted. We stayed together all through 2014 until on New Year's I got a big chance. I had the chance to finally go and meet her. I gotta tell you guys, I was extremely nervous to meet her. I had never thought I would really be able to. I didn't think we'd be together for that long, to be honest. And I mean, it was just a really big step for me. You know, I'd been in 2 other long-distance relationships, and I had never got to meet those 2 girls. And when that car trip finally came, I was so nervous to meet her in person. Felt like 100 things were going through my head, like, would she like me? Would I finally be able to kiss her? Which I had never kissed a girl before her. You know, I don't really consider myself the best looking guy, so I was kind of worried that she wouldn't want to because of the way I looked, or that she had gotten a completely different vision of me just from texting me and talking to me over the phone, and that it wouldn't be like I am in person. Though she kept telling me, don't worry about it, babe, you know, I'm gonna love you for who you are, I was still worried about it. So that night when we got to the hotel that we were gonna be staying at, her mom and dad brought her over to the hotel, and I finally met her out in the parking lot. And I was still really nervous, so all I could really say was, hey. I think she was kind of nervous too, because we didn't do much talking for the first few minutes. We just stood really close to each other. But then she did something that completely caught me off guard. She leaned up against me and gave me a hug and said that I'm really glad you're here. That was such an amazing moment for me. I had so many feelings go through me right then and there. So I actually bought her a gift. So I asked her mom if it would be okay if we went out to the car so I could get it for her. Her mom said, okay, that's fine. So we walked out there and she said, do you want to hold my hand? And I said, yeah, I'd love to hold your hand. So we did, and we walked over to the car, and I gave her a present, which was a box of those chocolate covered cherries, the ones with the clear stuff inside. So after that, we were just kind of standing there in the parking lot talking, and then she leaned up towards me and she kissed me. Never let me live it down that she was the one that kissed me first. That was probably the best feeling I had ever had up to that point in my life.
Just thinking about it is making me blush.
So the next day we were there. First we went out to eat, went to a Chinese restaurant that she really liked, and then we went to the aquarium. We were at the aquarium. If we weren't holding hands, I had my arm around her. So while we were there, I went into the gift shop and I bought her a little stuffed camo shark. I'm pretty sure she still has it. After that, I went to their house and spent the night over there for New Year's. It was really fun too. I got to meet her whole family just about. And I mean, they were really fun. They liked me, I like to think anyways. Of course, that might just be because I brought them chocolate chip cookies. Also got to meet a few of her friends. It's like, she's got some friends that are twins who had red hair back then. I like to call them the Wizards because they reminded me a lot of Fred and George from Harry Potter. They hated it though. But honestly, the day after that was probably the hardest. We had to leave that morning, so my parents drove me over to their house and I called her to wake her up, and she came and met me at the door, and we just stood there and I held her for a good 5 minutes or so and kissed her goodbye. And it was really hard to say the least. And honestly, the next couple of days after we had gotten home, I was still feeling really bad and really missing her. But I finally got over that and we're still together. She actually came to my house for a week, but you know, that's a story for another time. But right now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go. I think I'm gonna go get a drink or something. So, without further ado, I hope you guys have a nice day and be out.